So, if you're still using ChatGPT to come up with ideas for birthday cards, you're kind of stuck back in 2022. Today, we're going to jump ahead, way ahead to 2026, and show you how to really use this thing. Because right now, most of us are leaving a ton of power just sitting on the table.
I mean, this quote just nails it, right? We've got hundreds of millions of people using ChatGPT, but almost everyone is just scratching the surface. It's like we're all driving a Ferrari, but we're stuck in first gear. It is time to shift your mindset and unlock the features that turn this from a fun little toy into an absolute cheat code for your work.
Okay, so this is it. This is the big mindset shift we're going to focus on today. We are moving away from thinking of this as just a simple chatbot and toward using it as a personal operating system, one that you can customize, specialize, and even automate. So let's start with step one, making the AI truly yours.
All right, first up, personalization. Look, a power user's biggest advantage is efficiency. And honestly, nothing is less efficient than repeating yourself over and over again. So the very first thing you got to do is teach the AI who you are, what you do, and how you work so you never have to explain the basics again.
Think of custom instructions as like your AI's prime directive. You set it up one time and it remembers it forever. Are you a senior developer who just wants concise, code-heavy answers? Or maybe you're a content creator who always writes in a witty, engaging tone. You just put that in here and you will save yourself minutes on every single prompt you write. And memory, well, that takes it another step forward, building right on top of your custom instructions. It actually learns from how you interact with it. So when you keep correcting its tone or you mention specific projects, it starts to remember those little details across all your chats. This is what turns the AI from a complete stranger into a dedicated assistant that actually knows your quirks.
Okay, next up for getting your workflow organized are pinned chats. Seriously, just think of these as your quick access toolbar. I've seen people pin a daily mind dump journal or a running log of project tasks or even a dedicated chat just for brainstorming. Instead of digging through old conversations, your most important stuff is always, boom, one click away. And this brings us to what I think is the peak of personalization, projects. If memory gives you short-term context, projects give the AI long-term, goal-specific memory. So for a huge initiative, like launching a new software feature, you can group all your related chats and files together under one big umbrella. The AI then holds onto the context for the entire project, not just a single conversation. Okay, so once your AI knows you, the next logical step is to give it specialized tools. You wouldn't use a hammer to cut a piece of wood, would you? Of course not. The exact same logic applies here. It's time to stop using a generalist AI and start building a team of specialized experts. I love this analogy. A custom GPT is basically a version of ChatGPT that's been preloaded with specific instructions, extra knowledge, and special skills for one particular task. You don't have to explain what you want every single time because the tool already knows its job. And here's where it gets really cool with some concrete examples. For all you developers, a GPT like Grimoire can build out a prototype sauce application from a single sentence. It's wild. For content creators, something like Write For Me can analyze your past work and actually adopt your unique voice, getting you past that generic robotic AI feel. It's all about finding the right expert for your specific workflow. And beyond just the custom GPTs, real power users know to pick the right engine for the job. You can't just stick with the default. Think of GPT-4.0 as your fast, do-it-all, versatile model. But if you're a developer and you need maximum coding accuracy, you're going to want to switch over to GPT-4.0. And for those really deep, complex problems that need serious brain power, the O3 model is your heavy lifter, even if it is a bit slower. Oh, and a quick but super important distinction here for the developers watching. A custom GPT is not the same thing as GitHub Copilot. Copilot is like an autocomplete that lives inside your code editor, suggesting the next line as you type. A GPT, on the other hand, is more like having a consultant right in your browser. It's much better for thinking about the high-level architecture of a system or debugging a really tricky logic error. So, you've personalized your AI and you've specialized your tools. Now it's time for the real magic, automation. This is where you stop actively working with the AI and you start making the AI proactively work for you. And you know what? It starts small. The absolute fastest way to level up your efficiency is to just get your hands off the mouse. Learn the keyboard shortcuts. Hit Command/ on a Mac or Control/ and you'll see the whole list. Tiny things like starting a new chat or toggling the sidebar without clicking,
They add up to hours saved over time. Now this is a total game changer. Scheduled tasks let you automate your recurring work. Just imagine setting up a prompt that runs every Monday morning at 9 a.m. to analyze last week's sales data and draft a summary report for you. It runs while you're grabbing your coffee. This is a huge shift from a pull relationship with AI to a push relationship.
So here's how it all comes together in practice. A power user developer doesn't just use one GPT. They build an entire workflow. They'll use Grimoire to draft the initial boilerplate code. Then they'll switch to a specialized debugging GPT to hunt down errors. And finally, they'll run the whole thing through a code review GPT as a last security check. Each tool has a very specific role in an automated pipeline.
And you have to remember, ChatGPT's power isn't just trapped inside its own window. Through integrations with services like Zapier or Apple Intelligence, you can trigger AI actions from other apps, from your email, or even with your voice through Siri. Power users build an entire ecosystem around their AI. All right, so we've covered personalization, specialization, and automation. But there's one final concept. It's really more of a mindset that ties this all together. And this is the master key to unlocking the true potential of this technology. So, after all these features, all these workflows, what is the one hack that stands above all the rest? It's not some hidden setting or a complex tool. It's actually a really simple change in how you prompt.
Okay, here it is. The single most powerful prompt you can use is this: force the AI to grade its own homework. After it gives you an answer, just tell it to critique its own work, and then rewrite it to be a perfect 10 out of 10. This simple command, it triggers a higher level of reasoning, forcing the model to reevaluate what it just did and produce a significantly better result. It's like having a quality control manager built right in.
And that right there brings us to the ultimate mindset shift. The goal is not to become the world's best prompt typist. The goal is to become an AI orchestrator. You use the AI's own ability to reason, to design, critique, and improve your workflows. You're not just a user anymore. You're the manager. So I'll just leave you with this question. Once you stop seeing ChatGPT as just some simple chatbot and you start treating it as your own personal, programmable operating system, what becomes possible? What are you going to build with it? Because that is what being a power user in 2026 is all about.